What's good, family? It's your man, no YB, back once again. Wow. Wow. Truly wow. And you know what? You might hear my voice, it's quite kind of buzzing, but you best believe I was up until about 3 hours ago, I was absolutely frothing. I've been stewing for the last 24 hours. Yeah? Going all the way off on Twitter. You best believe it as well. Airing all these goopers out. Adam Smith got it. Yeah, Ben Chalong got it. All the cabal, zesty, wannabe executive arse-lickers got it. And I have to say this, Peter Fury for me, everyone else I expected it from. Peter Fury for me was a big shocker. A whopper shocker at that. Yeah? Because to see him brown-nosing the elites was just like, wow. I'm sure in the past, yeah, I'm talking 10 years ago, I'm sure there's been videos in the past. In fact, I'm sure that Tyson Fury and Peter at the time got some backlash for it. Back in early 2010s, yeah, I'm sure there was videos of Peter Fury and Tyson Fury sitting around talking, chatting this shit, talking about, oh yeah, the elites this, the elites that, and oh yeah, you know what I mean? Slagging off the royals and whatever else. Talking about, oh, you know what I mean? Well, everyone should be equal as everyone else. All that kind of banter. Do you know what I'm saying? All that kind of patter. I'm sure that's what he was coming with. 2-2s. Yeah, man's Peter Fury just been going way too hard with it. Thoughts are with the Queen this eve, great woman. Fair enough, listen. I'm someone who ultimately believes in complete freedom, in as much as you have the right, even though I don't want to suck the Queen off, yeah, or the royals off. If you want to suck the royals off, you know what I mean? I defend your right to do that. I'm not. Some people believe, my way is the only way everyone should think. No, yeah. If you like giving that A1 slop top to the royals, you have the right to do that. However, end of the day, we live in a democracy, yeah, and things like this, like the cancellation of this event, should have been put to the public. After all, you can see a statement here. The government, yeah, check this out. Government guidance had stated that there was no obligation to postpone sporting events, and any decision to do so would be at the sporting body's discretion. So the only way the boxing should be cancelled, yeah, is because people were fixing to brown nose. That's the only reason. And I've got some more evidence here, but end of the day, rugby, cricket, horse racing, they all crack on. Yeah? And what I don't get is, all them different sports, they say, yeah, we're going to crack on because during the sport we're going to pay homage. Now for me, I don't care, to be quite frank. If that's what you've got to say to get the sport on, you know, for me it was one of them ones. Yeah, I ain't paying homage regardless, but if the sporting bodies have to say, yeah, we're going to crack on and pay homage, do that. Yeah? Gas them up. Oh yeah, we're going to definitely pay homage. You know what I'm saying? And if I have to sit there and listen to a minute, you know what I mean? If I have to sit there and listen to a minute silence, I'll sit there and listen to a minute silence. That's what you got to do. Yeah, we're going to do a minute silence and we're going to suck them all off. We're going to make a show. They could have made a show, yeah. Bearing in mind as well, I'm pretty sure it was an all-women show as well. What kind of world do we live in, yeah, where to support one woman, to support one 96-year-old woman who had a great innings, better than all of us will ever experience. Yeah, ever since she popped out of her mum's minge, she was pandered for. You know what I'm saying? With a whole team of dons made sure she was A1 from the rip. So she was nice, a good innings, yeah. So in order to celebrate her life, it means you must mug off thousands of people's lives. The boxers who have trained so hard. Honestly, yeah, half the reason I was so angry was because, number one, I was buzzing for the event. Most events I couldn't really care less for. I've told you before, I don't watch bum boxing. If there's bums fighting, I ain't bothered. But I was actually, this for me was, I said the other day, this for me felt like the real Mayweather Pacquiao, truth be known. It felt that big for me. So we had all this build up and it was just there. And then it's like, what is it? Where are we living? Are we living in Saudi right now? Yeah, that's what it felt like to me. The whole thing the whole thing just got licked off. Okay, an old woman died. That's what old people do. You know what I'm saying? Old people die. We don't stop the whole shit. The whole ship don't stop moving. Yeah, gotta keep it moving. People got bills to pay. Them women have trained so hard for that particular day. Who is anyone else to tell them? Well, never mind what you've had planned. This old woman has died, so everyone must now be bent out of shape. No, that don't work for me. That don't work even a bit. Yeah? There's plenty of other ways they could have done this. Like I said, they could have spent half an hour. They could have made the show 2 hours longer and put a whole bunch of paying homage videos and however you want to do it. You know what I'm saying? A whole bunch of things they could have done rather than scrap the whole show. Especially when everyone else is cracking on. And people say, but YB, football was cancelled. Football, they play like 3 times a week. We're talking about a pay-per-view boxing show. Boxers, yeah. It's an individual sport, which means it's much more concentrated. Footballers, if they don't play or not, it's not a big deal. Yeah? It's one of them ones. Don't worry, we're playing Wednesday anyway. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like basketball. If these guys miss a game, it's not the end of the world. They're playing, for example, a boxer will fight once every 6 months probably. In that time, that's pretty much the whole boxing season. So it's not a simple case of, well, football was cancelled. Football can crack on next week. Boxing don't work like that. Not to mention, this was an international show at that, in as much as Claressa Shields and all of her team and all of her supporters had to fly in from the US. How's that fair? How's it fair for her now to be all bent out of shape properly as well? What's she supposed to do now? Okay, we scheduled it for 5 weeks. She's in limbo now. That's not fair. The fighters were ready today. Everything was ready today. And now Claressa, I feel, is at a disadvantage now. And listen, I'm putting money on Shields, but end of the day, I support the sport first. Yeah? I wouldn't want Shields to win. I wouldn't want Marshall to win just because of some goober weird ass setup that's going on. This ain't right. It's not right even a bit. And what gets me the most, or equally as much as the boxers, is the fact that there's thousands of working class people, yeah, who supported this event. Don't forget, people, it only got announced on Friday night. There's a whole bunch of US people, yeah, coming in for Claressa. They're already here. If the fight's on Saturday night, no one's going to fly in on Saturday morning. Everyone who came was really flying in on the Thursday or the Wednesday before the Saturday. If you're coming from the US, you ain't going to just rock up on the Saturday morning. It's a whole process. So you've cancelled it. These guys have spent God knows how much on hotels. God knows how much on travel. And it's not just the USA cats. Also the UK cats. Trains, hotels, days off work or whatever else. And what? Just got cancelled like that. No one cared. And that's what I don't like. That's what I don't rate about Peter Fury, because I respected him more. But guess what? In fact, it's not just Peter, but the reason I'm singling out Peter is because I had him on a higher standard. Like, I expect Ben Shalom not to care about the people. I expect Adam Smith not to care about the people. Yeah? For Peter Fury, I expected a bit more. And all he'd be doing, getting that royal slop, providing royal slop top. Yeah? Look at this. There's about 1 million tweets. 1. Rest in peace the Queen. And again, listen, if your thing, yeah, is to provide slop top to the royals, yeah, I ain't here to judge. Am I going to do it? No, but if you want to do that, that's on you. But I feel, where's the balance here? All Peter's done, yeah, is put out 1 million tweets noshing off the royals. I'm just doing way too much. Where's the tweet? Where's Peter saying, Bum, you know what? Yeah, it's sad an old woman's died, but what about the working man? Because for me, yeah, the Queen and her kin are gonna be just fine. Do you understand? They're gonna be just fine. The Queen and the royals don't need anyone else helping them out. They've all got a staff of 50 each. So, you know what I'm saying? Of all the people who may need prayers and may need well wishes in this world, it ain't the royals. All we see here is Peter. When things are out of your control, we must move forward. Main thing right now is to show our deepest respects to the Queen and their family. So when does the Queen show respect to our family? I believe every man And every man is exactly the same. Every woman is exactly the same. And what makes me laugh about the institution of the royal family is it's all messy anyway. Like when you actually look at the lineage, yeah, their whole thing is, oh, our lineage was ordained by God, yeah. But when you actually look at it, it's people get on the throne by killing, and do you know what I'm saying? So wait a minute, if it's ordained by God, why did your uncle kill your? You know what I'm saying? Why did one uncle kill the other uncle? If your uncle hadn't killed the other one, he wouldn't be on the throne. If you actually look back, the original lineage has changed about 30 times because of war and what do you call it? Clandestine operations and conspiracies, etc., etc. So it's a bunch of, they're the biggest crooks going. When you actually look at it, they're the biggest crooks going. Because the lineage you see on the throne now, normally, most royal families, the man who ends up on the throne now has their lineage has done some mad things to get on there. It's like Game of Thrones. That's God honest truth. When you actually look into the history, yeah, it's genuinely like Game of Thrones. The original lineage is some next family you don't even know about, because his man's got chopped up. You know what I'm saying? His man's and all of his kin got chopped up, and some next greedy don. I understand it. Why wouldn't you? Yeah, if you're some next second cousin, if you're some next down bad second cousin, you're going to be sitting there plotting. Damn, I need to take out these 5 man, and I'm the guy. Do you know what I'm saying? I get it. I'm not sure what I'd do, but I understand how people can sit back in the cut and start plotting. Damn, yeah, I'm this dead ass second cousin. I'm trying to be the main man. You take out 6 people and you're the main man. That's how it went down. And I tell you that to say, and not to mention they're all German as well. Like obviously I'm not British either, but what even is pure British? The royal family is supposed to be pure British. They're pure German. Oops. Yeah. So what is pure British? Pure British would be some next Viking thing. I don't know what you know what I'm saying. I'm not even sure anyone knows what pure British really is. Truth be known. Yeah. Because I tell you who it ain't. It ain't these ones. These ones are some next reptilian German thing. Big facts. But anyway, like I was saying, treat people, yeah, how you wish to be treated. Or treat people how they treat you. How about that? And I just feel that, for me, it was always way too one-sided. And I get it. I understand the corporate cats. The corporate cats, yeah, bench along, and them, man, that's their job. Their job is to be on their knees and just take it. Yeah, take it right in the pooper. That's their job. Oh, Ben, what got me the worst, though, was the way that everyone was saying, it's obvious there's some things, it's obvious the boxing had to stop. Well, it wasn't obvious the rugby had to stop. It wasn't obvious the cricket had to stop. It wasn't obvious the horse racing had to stop. But yet boxing, which really is the hardest one to reorganise, because the horses, they're all in the US. USA horses haven't flown in to do this race. You know what I'm saying? The cricket teams, they're all domestic. We've got a USA fighter, one of the best in the world, or one of the best in history, has come in. She's there, ready, and you're pulling the card. Nah, man, this ain't right. It's not. It's done now. That's the thing. We ain't got no power. We don't live in a democracy. We live in a cuckocracy. Yeah? No power. And this clown here as well, this goofy, look at this goober. Spencer Oliver. Oh, yeah, well, he comes into the cut. Oh, yeah, there's no way. Yeah, there's no way it can happen now. Yeah, there's no way. It's not right to happen now. It's too disrespectful. Oh, I remember. And then he starts giving some dead anecdote about when I met the Queen. She don't remember you, man. Do you know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, when I met the Queen. People are so, honestly, it's proper cringy. It's proper cringy, everyone. And I got to say it as well, not just Peter. I'm surprised. Well, not surprised, because he's sold out as well. But let me just show you. Tyson Fury, all of them were just doing way too much, in my opinion. All of them was doing way too much. Just going way too deep with it. Do you know what I mean? Like, look, got all this. I guess there's only one post here, but still. One post for me is just one post too many, and I have to salute Savannah. I don't know whether she uses social media yet, but Savannah was one of the only chicks, or one of the only people involved in sport who didn't put no weird salute out there. Because we don't have to salute. I don't believe in I don't believe in one group of people being, you know what I'm saying, being put on a pedestal over others. That's just how I feel. Bottom line, what made it, I'm sorry, but I need someone to explain to me what makes them so special. Apart from all the treachery in their lineage, you know what I'm saying? Apart from the fact that their family was murking off all the other family to get onto the throne. Apart from that, what makes them special? And also, when you look deeper into it, there's some, what's the guy's name? The alleged king now, Charles III. He's been doing some mad things. I think he owns this place called, I think it's called the Duchy of Cornwall, or something like that. But anyway, he's down there, and he's running some madness down there. Complete madness. He's running things like a feudal lord. Type into YouTube, the man who shouldn't be king. Yeah? Type that in. Big, sick documentary. The man who shouldn't be king. It's about 43 minutes. It's a banger. Watch that one. Oops. Yeah? Little things like that. It's all a bit, at the end of the day, man, the reason all our politicians swan around the world looking down at other places, oh, we need to go and spread some democracy to Iraq. We need to go and spread some democracy to Afghanistan. Well, why don't we spread some democracy into the UK? Yeah? Let's start there. Let's start spreading some democracy at home. And on that basis, where was the vote? I believe the vote should have been put to the people. Yeah? Should this event be cancelled? And you know what? Fair enough. Honestly, I'd still be mad. But if Sky put a vote out and the majority voted to suck the royals off and cancel the event, what can you do? Yeah? That's how it should be. It shouldn't be. Do we or do we not live in a democracy? But the way things have been carrying on, it's been carrying on like it's some sort of, it's been carrying on like a pure monarchy. Because back in old times, if a royal family died, yeah, they'd cancel everything, and that's how it was, because you was in a monarchy, you weren't in democracy. They told you what time it was. So what are we doing here? And it's apparently, Ben Chalong says, oh, it's the British Board of Boxing control. No, Ben, I don't believe that for a minute. I don't believe if you had have gone in there and said, listen, Claressa Shields is threatening to pull out. And to be honest, I wouldn't even blame her, to be honest with you. Part of me wishes she took a stand, to be honest with you. And I'm not worth nothing, but I'm just saying, I would respect her right to do that. End of the day, yeah, she's an athlete. She's bust her ass off, yeah. And she needs to get paid. People got bills to pay. She bust her ass for God knows how long. She's ready now. She ain't ready in 5 weeks. Why should she be bent out of shape to do? She's not even from the UK. She's from the US. And people in the US, they fought not to be cucked. Well, they're cucked anyway, but you know what I mean? They fought not to be cucked, in particular by the royal family. So in a way, I guess I'm not disappointed, but I understand her position. Yeah, if you're trying to go along to get along in this current environment, if Claressa Shields spoke out, she ain't never going to work with Sky again. Do you know what I'm saying? Because the minute she says something like that, she's going to become toxic real quick. And that's why I'm not saying, yes, I'm disappointed in Peter. Because for me, Peter's doing way too much here. Peter's not just putting out one tweet. He put about 10 out. And like I said, really, you don't have to say nothing. Yeah? And that's why I salute Savannah. I'm not sure whether Savannah just isn't on social media. All I know is Savannah ain't put no tweet out. No noshing from Savannah. And rightfully so. She should feel bent out of shape. She's a human being like anyone else. What? I don't get that. An old woman, yeah, who's had a great innings. 96 damn years. And we're going to... All these women and men in the prime of their lives. All the working people trying to support this event. And you're going to put them out... You're going to... You know what I mean? You're going to put them all out. She's gone. She's gone. Yeah? And if people want to mourn, they can mourn in their own way. And guess what? If you don't want to watch the fight, don't watch the fight. Yeah? If you think it's disrespectful, 2 women who train their ass off, well, not even 2, there's about 20 women. If you think it's disrespectful, yeah, 20 women who've bust their ass for this particular day to crack on and do what they're put on this planet to do, that's your business. You can sit there and sulk on your own. Yeah? That's what you can do. You don't bend everyone else to your will. Allow the people who don't want to mourn, to don't want to mourn. Do you understand? What are we doing here? And I won't mind, but the way the British media carries on, they slag off the Saudi guys all the time. Oh, the Saudis. Oh, you know what I mean? They slag the Saudis off, no end. And that's fine to do that, but make sure you're consistent. Don't bend it, don't make everyone in the UK mourn, because that's what the Saudis do. Isn't it? Oh, well, you know, the Saudis don't have no rights, and whatever the king says goes. Well, what we do now then? You just shut all the boxing off because she's moved on. Which is what a lot of old people do. No one was crying. When anyone else's nan dies, no one ain't crying. No one ain't shedding no tears. And this, for me, this woman is any woman to me. That's how I feel. Any woman. Could be anyone. Never done me no favours, and I wouldn't expect her to. I'm not asking for no favours. But what's gone on here is a madness. But again, I told you, we live in a cuckocracy. Yeah? We're cucked. This shows how cucked we are. Got no say in anything. It's all fake news. We've got no say in anything. All the powers that be make the decisions. If it was a democracy, the vote would have been put out. Somehow they would have worked out what the masses want. And I'm telling you now, you can look at any comment section. The masses wanted this fight to go on. And pay your respects however you need to pay your respects. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable that other big sports were able to get it done, and they're much less significant. Not to mention it's a women's event as well. Now, I'm not someone who's going to get into that whole, I'm not into that thing, but still, since the mainstream media want to be into that, wait a minute, you've just mugged off a women's event as well. You've mugged off a women's event for another old, spent woman. She's spent. She's done, man. That's not right. Same for me, same as C19. I said, listen, it's not right putting young, healthy people out there. You know what I mean? It's not. If old people need to sit down somewhere and isolate, that's what they need to do. Yeah? You don't bend all the prime age. Old people have had their life. You don't bend prime people out of the way to help old people. Old people are done anyway. They're spent. And I believe that. When I'm old, I'll say the same thing. When I'm 80 years old, yeah, I've had a damn good innings. Why should I? Oh, well, everyone, wait there, I'm old, I've had my life, but now all the young people need to help make sure I'm okay. No, live your life, big man. Yeah? That's the cycle of life. You get old and you move on. People these days are too clingy to it. They think you're supposed to live forever. Anyway, last thing I'll say is, like I said, this guy here, Peter, man, doing way too much with it. Look, putting about 50 tweets out. What's that about? I don't get that. What's that about? I'm sorry, I'm sure there's been points in the past year where Peter Fury has come across or said things in specific. I remember, yeah, when Tyson won the Vlad fight, John Fury came out and was like, oh, if this was AJ who beat Vlad, they'd have him in, the Queen would have him in his Rolls Royce, or the Queen would have Tyson in her Rolls Royce, and this, I know that's maybe not a perfect analogy, but it was little things like that. You got the undertones that they weren't really with it, with the Royals. But now all of a sudden, now they're part of that set, yeah. Now they're part of that, oh, I'm blue tick on Twitter. Do you know what I'm saying? Oh, now I'm the blue tick on Twitter set. I've got to do the most. Like, this dude, I'm sorry. Like I said, for me, don't post anything. Tyson's out here I'm sorry, it's cringy. I find that whole thing cringy. Because I guarantee you, back in 2010, yeah, Tyson Fury weren't posting nothing to do with that. But now he feels like these celebrities, yeah, they see their mates doing it, and they feel, oh, I want to be part of the club. I want to be part of the blue tick club. Even if they don't necessarily agree with it themselves. Tyson Fury talking about, oh, my queen, and fucking, it's just, I'm sorry, it's cringy, man. I find it cringe. Super cringe. Oh, my queen, and oh man, it makes my skin crawl about your queen. Yeah, your queen would have your shit pushed in an instant. That's a big fact as well. Yeah, if it came down to it, your queen would have your barnet rolling all over the place. Do you know what I'm saying? This is what it is. She just would. If it came down to it, I'm telling you now, if it came down to it, she'd send you all across the she sends you all over the top. That's what she 100%. Yeah, that's what she do. If it meant all of us, if it meant 70 million of us got slain to save 10 of them, we'd be going over the top, man. 100% D-Day. That's what happened. And that ain't right, in my opinion. I ain't going over. That's the thing. I told you before, I ain't going over the top, yeah? If you want it, listen. If you need to defend yourself, big man. I ain't doing it for you. Yeah, them days are gone. And the one man I got to say respect to, and even him, I understand. Peter Crouch, he works for the BBC and them, man. So I understand that he can't do what I'd want to do. But that said, within the remit of what the kind of blue tick cats could do, Peter Crouch did the best effort of all of them. Number one, notice. Guess what, look. Peter Crouch ain't posted nothing about the Queen on here. See? Yeah? Nothing. No, there's no pictures on here. There's no sucking off, and that's the point. Is Peter Crouch from Liverpool? Apparently, the Liverpool Dons, they're the most certified. Apparently, Liverpool cats don't rate them, man. And I rate that. I'm with that too. So it might be the case that if my memory serves me correct, I think Peter Crouch might be a Liverpool cat. Anyway, notice, like I said, peep that. Peep here. Peter Fury got about 10 posts slop topping, and Peter Crouch ain't put nothing out. And rightfully so, because guess what? We live in a democracy. And if I don't want to slop top, I don't want to slop top. Simple as that. Yeah? Anyway, 2-2s. He came out and said, I know it's only a game, and some things are much bigger, but imagine all our games went ahead this weekend. Black armbands, silences observed, national anthem, royal band playing, etc. to the millions around the world watching. Isn't that a better send-off? And again, me personally, I ain't doing no black bands. I ain't doing no silence. But, if you know what I mean? If that's what you got to say to get it on, that's what you say. The BBBOC and Ben Shalom should have come out and did what they need to do. You know what? We need to dance around. Yeah? We need to carry on the Kabbalah circus. Yeah? We need to carry on the Kabbalah rituals. And boom. Let's do some Kabbalah rituals. Put our armbands on. Yeah, do our little hand things. And whatever else. You know what I'm saying? Put our Kabbalah aprons on and run things there. Yeah? And do your thing. That's what they could have done. And not bent everyone out of shape. And for me, it shows what's the word? It shows how little they think of everyone else. I'd feel, honestly, if it was my family, I'd feel embarrassed. I really would. I'd feel embarrassed of bending thousands of people out of shape just to what? Honour me. How's that? I don't get it. How is that even? Who said, that cancelling events is honouring someone? Who said that? I'm telling you now, if it was me, I'd be saying, listen, man, do your thing. Don't let me put you out. You know what I mean? Don't let me put you out your way. Who wants that? Who wants? And it tells you a lot about the people, Who wants other people to be inconvenienced by their death? All it does is piss people off. Do you know what I'm saying? And maybe that's what it is. Maybe these reptile cats, maybe she's getting off, on the negative energy. Because I don't see another angle. If it's me, I want people to be happy when I'm gone. I want you to have your event. Have a bigger event, innit? And that's what they could have done. They could have had a bigger event. They could have celebrated life. And that's one thing I do say about the West, In the West, we do have this weird relationship. Well, then again, not just the West, because I'm pretty sure them Saudi cats do the same shit. But whatever way you want to look at it, there's other parts in the world, who celebrate life more. In the West, it's all kind of like, doom and gloom, we've all got to cry, and we've all got, you know what I'm saying? In other places in the world, when you go to Africa, or you go to the Caribbean, more in them places there, it's more of a celebration of life. Do you get what I'm saying? We need to cancel everything, and everyone cry about how bad it is. Okay, now go on, crack on. Do you know what I'm saying? Super cringe. But end of the day, man, Peter Fury, he a sellout. Out of these 10 tweets, Peter Fury couldn't even put one talking about the people. 10 for the Queen and none for the people. And people forget that, guess what? Right now, money is tight. For most people. For the average man, money is tight. And the average man come out to support this great women's event. And you cancel it. People burn through big money in their pocket to support this event. And just burn through it. Like it's a joke. And what gets me the most yet, there wasn't one consideration. All Ben Shalong said, "Oh, well, don't worry, we've rescheduled it." What does that mean? Who does that help? Great, you rescheduled it, which is great for you. But what does that mean for everyone else who already has hotels and train tickets that have burnt off? And God forbid the USA people. The USA people have got on a plane, they're already here. Do you understand? It was only cancelled on Friday night. The USA man was already here. They've got time off work and do you know how expensive flight tickets are these days? The way fuel prices have gone, flight tickets are mad. To get to the US, it's like $1,500 a pop. $1,500 a pop, plus hotel, plus time off work. These men are down like 2-3 bags. And Ben Shalong, don't worry, you can come back in October. And that's why, really, I hope the event flops now, but part of me doesn't because it's good for the girls. Do you know, it's one of them ones for me. If it was just about Ben Shalong, yeah, I hope no one turns up to the next one. It's only because of the girls, I hope it does well. Do you know what I'm saying? It's one of them ones for me. And if it's the case, yeah, that the money's guaranteed for the girls, I hope no one turns up. No pay-per-view sold, and I hope no one turns up. Because it's a joke. Yeah? And this guy, again, I'm cooking Peter, yeah, because he needs to be cooked. Because he swans around the place. Oh, you know what I mean? Peter swans around the place trying to be all deep, penny. He swans around the place, oh, my name's Peter Fury and I'm deep, yeah? And it comes to it, and he's just proper, I don't know, man, that's odd. It comes across weird. He didn't say one peep about how the average man's been put out. He didn't say one peep about how it isn't right for the fighters, the girls. Why should so many girls be put out of the way for another old girl? No one's questioned that. But they're posting out, oh, well, some things are bigger than boxing. This ain't bigger than boxing, I'm afraid. It's not. Yeah, it's not bigger than boxing. It's just not. How'd you work that one out? Should we I'll tell you what to do. Listen, you tell me the rules, I'll play the game. If you're telling me that an old woman dying cancels boxing, let's cancel boxing every week. Because there'll be 1 million old women every day dying on a Saturday. Let's cancel it every week then, innit? Be consistent, that's all we're asking for. But that's not what you mean. What you mean is that you've been told this is a special woman. I ain't gonna lie, I haven't seen her do nothing special. Have you seen her turn water into wine? I haven't. If you have, let me know. If you've seen that yet, I get it. But I ain't seen her do nothing special. In fact, I've seen her do, for me, living special would be how the monks live. The monks show they can live on a bowl of rice every day. All that kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? That for me is special. Being pampered from day 1 to day 96 by a team of 100. Who can't do that? Innit? Who can't go on? Who can't do that? Who can't live a life of luxury and privilege for 96 years? Yeah? That's what you call winning. Anyone can do that. How about special? Anyway. Absolutely frothing. And again, if people want to... However, I'm not someone... Some people believe that, no one should mourn. Listen, if you need to mourn, you need to mourn. That's your business. Don't force everyone else to be doing what you're doing. That's not how democracy is supposed to work. We're supposed to be, what do they say? I know it's a more of an American thing, but still, it's supposed to be land of the free. What happened to that? What happened to the land of the free? How about that? Yeah? Anyway, smash the like button, subscribe, and your boy will be back. No doubt about it, 100%.